Do ghostly spirits stalk the hallways of the historic Clewiston Inn? Maybe, maybe not. But some things are absolutely certain here. Hungry bass ambush their unsuspecting prey in the murky waters of Lake Okeechobee, and birds of all varieties virtually darken the skies above. Put another way, the fertile lands surrounding this iconic body of water are also fertile grounds for ghost hunters, anglers, bird watchers, and droves of visitors in search of old Florida.
In the general area, there's a lot to do, especially if you're a naturalist, or you can boat on Lake Okeechobee, fish on Lake Okeechobee. A lot of people kayak in the areas around Clewiston. We have the Wilderness Trail, which is a bike trail that goes around Lake Okeechobee.
It took a skirmish between U.S. soldiers and Indians during the Second Seminole War to confirm a rumored legend about a wondrously large lake somewhere in South Florida.
Lake Okeechobee was not even known to exist until Zachary Taylor fought in the Battle of Lake Okeechobee in 1837 in December, and then the United States knew for a fact that there was a big body of water called Lake Okeechobee.
When the fabled Wild Wild West was already becoming civilized, South Florida was still largely undiscovered and untamed.
It was just a frontier land. My great-grandfather and them came down and trapped and hunted, and that was at the turn of the century. What they did here at the turn of the century was equivalent to what they were doing out west in the 1840s and 50s.
The Clewiston Museum offers visitors a unique opportunity to take a stroll through that past.
We have a great fossil collection and a Clewiston heritage that'll give people an insight on the history and what took place here at the turn of the century.
That small-town frontier spirit still lives around Okeechobee, the Seminole word for big water.
Small town people, they're the best. They can't pretend to be what they're not, because we all know who they are. And that's why we all get along.
People here are real friendly.
And of course, there is the Big O itself, a watery oasis of tranquility in a sea of commercialism.
It's a piece of heaven. It's solitude, it's entertainment. I keep talking about the magic that it has. I've always said that everybody thinks the Magic Kingdom's in Orlando, but it's really right here. It is a magic kingdom, and it's just beautiful. It is a creation of Mother Nature.
One of the few natural-looking places left in South Florida, that's for sure.
The slogan on the welcoming sign is not just Chamber of Commerce hype. Economically, the region is dominated by the sugar cane and citrus industries. During season, thousands of visitors take the Sugarland tours of the fields, farms, and groves. Many stay at the Clewiston Inn, some drawn by the classic revival-style architecture. For others, it's the gracious southern hospitality, home-style cooking, and charming old-world ambiance, including a four-wall mural that envelops the cocktail lounge.
It's on one piece of canvas. Here is the only seam right here. It was done by J. Clinton Shepard back in 1936. And artists value this at about $1 million now. It's a gorgeous, it has never been restored.
But there is another, less worldly attraction that draws visitors to the Clewiston Inn. A ghostly apparition in a white dress who frequents room 118.
It was said that her husband had been away on a business trip and never returned, and she wound up dying here and has been looking in the hallways for him ever since. Does not know that he has passed on and does not realize that she has passed on. Funny things happen, like the lights are going on, the water will go on and off, just little things, and a little glimpse of her here and there, but always very friendly. Any spirits that have been seen here are very friendly. We have the telephone service that we used to have. She would call there 10 and 15 times a day, and every time we'd answer the phone, there'd be nothing on the other end. So it got to be annoying, so we had to unplug it.
But those creatures that dwell in nearby Lake Okeechobee are very real indeed.
Largemouth bass is for certain, pound for pound, one of the best game fish there is. They are simply a muscle on steroids. They're a fish that likes to ambush their prey. As it's coming on by, they're hidden in the cover and they'll dart out there and grab their prey, not stand a chance.
But in the cold, unrelenting, primeval water world of Okeechobee, the predator sometimes becomes the prey. At 730 square miles, Okeechobee essentially forms the northern edge of the Everglades and serves a multitude of purposes, from water supply to irrigation to cross-Florida navigation.
It's the second largest freshwater body entirely in the United States, and primary water source for the Everglades and all of South Florida.
It's been said that Lake Okeechobee is the liquid heart of Florida, and it truly is. And it is a great tourist attractor, wildlife attractor as well. It serves multiple purposes, and birders are finding it too.
Indeed they are. When the Water District built its flood control system, it created what has become a mecca for bird watchers that bears the rather nondescriptive name STA5.
So we do have people who are coming from all over the United States, and some of them from other countries, to STA5, which is said to be the birding oasis of South Florida. On any given day, you'll find thousands of birds, particularly the egrets and the herons and the wading birds. From November until the end of April or May, you'll see thousands of ducks.
And it isn't just birds that put on a show for visitors.
I have seen a deer and otter, and of course you'll see alligators. That most of our visitors enjoy seeing the alligators in the wild.
For many, the hub of activity around Lake Okeechobee is Roland Martin's marina.
I've always said it was like a little town. You know, I can sell you a place to sleep, I can sell you a condominium, I can feed you, I can clothe you. We have bands and a wonderful tiki bar. We have fuel, bait, and fishing tackle. And once you get here, I just don't want you to leave.
Around Okeechobee, the wildlife can be found on shore as well as in the Big O. To be sure, Lake Okeechobee encompasses a massive expanse of open water, but it is also a complex network of channels, canals, islands, marshes, and wetlands that add up to an ecological, aesthetic, and recreational wonderland. And those with whom Okeechobee shares its secrets say it's magical, perhaps spiritual.
It talks to me. The lake talks. You learn to listen to the lake. It's like a solemn place, a holy place. It has spirits. It has a personality. And that lake, it cries sometimes. And then sometimes that lake is so proud and so happy. And Mother Nature is its best friend. And the two of them together make miracles happen out there.